What's the dumbest thing you got in trouble for in school? In 2nd grade, a boy who didn't like me told the teacher that I was taking rocks out my pockets and throwing them at him during recess. I get brought to the principal's office and told to apologize to him, where I started crying and showed them I didn't even have pockets. I was wearing leggings. I still had to apologize. That's dumb. So ducking dumb. Same kid later found out I got a Sega for Christmas and pretended to be my friend so he could come over and play Sonic and not talk to me the whole time he was at my house. Luke, I still remember how city you were. Break dancing. I was spinning on my head in between class, in the halls, and they wrote, "Spinning on his head like Mitchell Jackson." My family lost it when they read the referral note. I remember mom saying he never spun on his head. Did he? Edit. Thank you for the gold and epic comments. Hope you all have an awesome day, and I am glad it got some positivity and laughs. Honestly, that's an amazing thing to get in trouble for. His breakdancing skills were too great and had to be removed from the premises. Forcefully turned right way up, promptly after which he spun the right way up. Laughing at a teacher's joke too loudly. Got lunch detention for that. Edit. Holy dolls, this blew up. RIP inbox. Dude. My teacher made a joke, everyone laughed but me. As people were calming down, I finally got the joke and laughed. I got detention. In what extra sad world you people are living? America. This might be common, but my high school had a very odd attendance policy. If you were late to school 3 times, you would immediately get detention. I had detention once because of this, and I decided it wasn't for me. So anytime I knew I was going to be late, I'd just skip. If you missed enough, they'd put you on a medical watch sort of thing that would require a doctor's excuse, but you had to miss a lot of school for that to happen. So senior year I spent a lot of days hanging out at home or at my friends playing Mario Kart, because the school rewarded absenteeism over tardiness. I was kicked out of my geometry class and was given a referral that said do not return to class until a parent-teacher conference is scheduled. This all happened because I had the wrong size paper. This teacher wanted everyone to have 8.5 x 11 inches and I had 8 x 10.5 inches. I kept getting 50% credit on every assignment because I had the wrong size paper. I finally told her I'm not buying all new paper because you want to be special. Wearing shoes without laces. They were closed-toe but apparently they must also lace. I got sent home for not having laces. I had to sit in the office and have a conference with the dean and my parents, all because a girl slapped my ass. They said I had sexually harassed her. We didn't have video cameras at the time, but this D-head didn't believe me. The girl didn't say anything to the school until 3 days later when I got suspended. Edit. I realize I didn't say they were accusing me of smacking her ass. I was arrested my senior year of high school and expelled for giving a kid my body spray. During my senior year of high school I gave this kid a bottle of my body spray. He used it to light a sweatshirt on fire in the girls' locker room after school one day. The kid who lit the shirt on fire told one of his friends afterward. Well, his friend snitched. We had security cameras in the school, so the security guards played back the tape from that day and saw me giving the kids my body spray earlier in the day. I was removed from class the following day, arrested in the front of the school, and sent to a juvenile detention center for a week. I was charged with second-degree arson because I was considered an accomplice. I was expelled from school, forced to take court-mandated burn victim classes, and had to see a court-ordered therapist for a few months. They also put me on house arrest for 60 days. Obviously arson is a huge crime that shouldn't be taken lightly, but I thought my involvement was not worthy of the punishment received. Last year in the cafeteria I was lined up to buy pizza and my vice principal was selling it. I gave my money, took my pizza and left. Later on in the day I get called into the office and he said he didn't feel respected by me because I never said please or thank you and got a 3-day suspension. In my forensics class we were looking at hairs under microscopes and discussing their different traits. I raised my hand and asked where the change occurs between stomach hairs and pubes. My teacher flipped out and kicked me out of the class. My response was, "What's the answer to the question?" Our school had this stupid rule where you weren't allowed to go to the bathroom during the last 5 minutes of class. Lo and behold, we're 5 minutes away from the bell when I suddenly break out in cold sweats, and I get that dreadful rumble in my guts. It's explosive diarrhea time. I asked to go to the toilet. Denied. I just yelled emergency and ran out of class. I got to the loo. Did the patented move of rolling my pants down transition into sitting down before losing 5 pounds in 15 seconds using this one simple trick. Doctors hate this guy. After cleaning up, I went back to collect my stuff from the classroom and to apologize to my teacher, but she had already written me up for it. Now, what makes this even stupider is that in my country, we start school at 7. We do 4 years of elementary school, 3 years of primary school, and 5 years of high school. This happened in my senior year and I was 19 years old. I was, by legal definition, a grown man. I wasn't going to shit my pants because of a stupid 5-minute rule. Should've shit your pants. I get it, you're not going to shit your pants in class. But you should've shit your pants. I regret it in hindsight. Stinking up a classroom for the next 3 blocks of classes would have established my dominance over her by leaving my biological marker in the enemy's territory. Wearing colored socks. I got sent to the principal's office where they called my parents and asked them to get me a pair of white socks. Needless to say, my parents were both working, so I was stuck roaming around the school sockless. How I imagine this going down. Principal: "Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Name here. Your child is wearing colored socks, so can you bring a new pair?" "Oh. You're at work? Okay." Hangs up. "Give me your socks." "You." "No." Principal: "Give me your socks." "You." "No." Principal: "Give me your ducking suit." Cuts to you leaving, sockless. Pretty accurate. I didn't think he was being serious, but now I'm convinced he's got some sock fetish or something, cause I never got those socks back. I told this before. High school, late 90s. We just got the internet. This was the early days of the internet where any random or innocent search could still bring up porn. Well, it happened to me. Our history class had a computer lab. Porn came up on my screen. Immediately sent to the office. They did not believe me that it was an accident, but I'd never been in trouble before. I was suspended the rest of the day. I just went home. Then it started happening to other students' teachers. Then they finally put filters on the computers, but I was never apologized to. 2 stories. This was actually my friend. In 6th grade I was on crutches and needed to use the elevator to get between floors. The rule was that only one person can go in the elevator with the person on crutches. 2 of my friends and I were walking to the elevator when my teacher was walking the other way. He said, "Remember, only one of you 2 can go with him." My other friend looked at the teacher, then jumped into the elevator. As the doors opened on the bottom floor, the teacher was standing there and took him to his office and gave him a detention. Story 2. In 5th grade my friend took a pen from my desk, so I asked him, "Can I have my pen back?" and my teacher went ballistic. "Why are you talking in class?" "Oh, I was just asking for my pen back." "No you weren't, you were talking." "My friend." "No, really, I took his pen and he asked for it back." That night my parents got an email saying that they needed to come in for a parent-teacher conference specifically about this incident. I had no previous incidents, so when the teacher told them this they said how outrageous it was and I got off without punishment. She's still my #1 least favorite teacher all time. Whack. My friend has diabetes, and when we were in school, I sat next to him in class. He told me his blood sugar was really low and he felt faint. He didn't want to leave class, so I offered to give him my banana. So I gave it to him and the teacher scolded me for taking out food in class. She sent me to the principal's office even after I told her the reason for it. The principal teacher just didn't care and told me just chill here until the bell rings, lol. I'll never know why Mrs. Henderson was so angry. What's the dumbest thing you got in trouble for in school? Leave it in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.